Welcome back. I'm Stacy Dunn here at Dunndee Farms, and today we're going to talk about our guardian animals. There's several different types of livestock guardians, 3 of which are here. These guys are miniature spotted donkeys. Now they originally came from Sardinia and Sicily in the 1900s, and now we have lots of different colors. These guys are spotted, they have sorrels, they have paints, they also have the standard gray donkey that you see with the cross right over their withers, which is the part right here above their shoulders right here. To be considered a mini donkey, you must measure no larger than 36 inches behind the withers right here. And these guys are in the close family with equines or horses. So they do have top and bottom teeth, unlike the ruminants that we've taken a look at, our buddy Rodney over there in the other pasture. And this little girl right here is Tinkerbell. She's 14 years old. They consider that about mid-age for a donkey because they have the ability to live anywhere between 30 to 35 years is going to be their average lifespan. Her little baby right here might be trying to nurse. This is Steve, as he is temporarily named until he goes to his forever home. He is what they call a jack. So a jack is going to be an intact male. As far as females, they call these jennies or jennets. That's going to be what they call them. And when they're younger, like this little guy back here, he's still considered like you would a young horse. He's considered a foal. Now these guys are grazing animals. They like to basically kind of spend most of their day eating, and then when they get done eating, they usually take a nap. They can be very playful. Donkeys are actually highly intelligent animals. They can be used to be trained to pull carts. They are very sturdy for their size. Unlike horses that, you have to be very careful what they eat. If they get into some hay that's not too good, it can send them into a bout where they don't feel good. They can get colic from that. Donkeys are pretty hardy. They can pretty much eat anything. If the hay's a little off, it doesn't really bother them. But they do enjoy lots of different treats. Now donkeys, the way that their bodies are set up is they do well in dry environments. So in Florida here, the one thing that we do run into sometimes when it's the rainy season is they can get a little bit of fungus or rain rot, which is easily taken care of by a medicated shampoo. So Tinkerbell's a pretty good girl. She used to actually pull carts. So she has her harness and everything that you can put up to her. And what you'd want to do, since she's been about 2 years since she's been driven, you'd want to ground drive her a lot, basically kind of getting her back in the mode, get her harness on, and just drive her around on the ground with the reins. So I'm hoping to get her back into that. She's had 2 babies in the last 2 years. Donkeys carry their babies for 11 months. Yes, 11 months. That's a very long time. So by the time she gets ready to have that baby, her belly is pretty much out to here. And Steve is a month old. So he's grown a little bit, but he was pretty big when he came out. So donkeys like treats, just like you and I like treats. Some treats that are good for them that you can give them. You can give them, like the little horse biscuits are good for them. They like carrots just like horses do. They also enjoy apples. My donkeys also enjoy different types of like cereal. You're not really supposed to give them cereal. It's just kind of a treat they get if we have left the bag open and it goes stale. Now donkeys do have those top and bottom teeth, so when you're feeding them, if you notice my hand was completely flat, that means they're going to use their lips to try and get it, and you're not going to get that little love munch with their teeth right there. So if you notice, they have pretty decent sized ears in comparison to a horse, right? That is because these guys are guardian animals, okay? Now, they do really good at guarding. The way that they do it is those ears, kind of like if you took your hand and kind of put it up to your ear like this, it sounds like when I'm talking that my voice got louder, but it's just that you have more space to capture sound. So what that does is that alerts them to things that they can hear that might be lurking in the forest, like coyotes, possums. We also have raccoons out here. All of those are predators for a lot of our smaller animals. We have ducks out here, chickens, baby goats when they are born are pretty small. They're about 12 inches by 12 inches. So all those animals are looked at as prey items. So Tinkerbell does a good job. Well, the first thing she'll do is she'll alert herself. They might even make a call. A lot of people think donkeys hee-haw all the time, and they don't. They do it for a couple different reasons. It's usually a warning sign, or it's a greeting sign. So when we drive in the morning, you'll hear them go hee-haw, and that's because they know it's almost breakfast time. So if they see you with treats, sometimes they'll hee-haw at you, but for the most part, they're fairly quiet animals. So these guys have hoofs just like horses do, and if I lean up against her, she'll actually pick up her hoof like this. Now her hoof, right here, there's an area that's kind of like a little Y. They call that the frog. So what I do usually about every week we clean your hooves, huh? So just so you make sure there's nothing stuck in there, you know, you want to make sure there's nothing like a stick that got jammed in there. So you'll kind of go and clean out that frog and then the little rim right here of her hoof. Very important for health on these guys. So she lifts up her legs pretty well. I can usually get her to lift all of them up. That one's just kind of jumped at me. She'll lift them up and let me do what I need to do. So it's important right now with her baby to make sure he's good with all this stuff, that we do all that with him too. Here, Steve. So donkeys, especially Jacks, they play really rough. So if you come up to him and start scratching like that, he really likes it. They're super playful animals, but to get him used to being his hooves picked up, because just like horses, their hooves are always growing. So they have to have their hoofs done by a farrier. Usually we have them come out about every quarterly, about every 3 months. So he hasn't seen the farrier yet, but when he does see the farrier, I want him to be a good boy and have good manners. So that's important. So we'll squeeze his hooves and I'll tell him he's a good boy. He likes that kind of stuff. Now if you notice, he's super fuzzy compared to my other girls. So my other girl right here, if you notice on the back end all her hair's falling out, it is summer. They're shedding their winter coat right now. So what you'll notice on this little guy right here is he's got all this fluff. This is all baby fluff. For the first year, it just continues to grow and grow and grow. And when we get another shot of him later on, towards the end of summer, you'll notice he'll have just a big poof of hair right on the top of his head right there. Thank you so much for joining us. Please be sure to subscribe to our channel so you can enjoy more videos like this one. This is Stella. She's saying goodbye for now. She wants to get her treat. And I hope you enjoyed this section on mini donkeys. Have a great day.